Okay, so I'm going to talk about this equation for a second before we start working on it. So this is the ionic strength equation, and you'll see this in a couple of Butcher's quizzes. I wouldn't be surprised if you see it on the exam. And basically, it just measures how many ions there are in the solution. So if you'll see here, you've got mu is equal to 1/2, and then you're going to add up all of these things. So this is your first concentration of your first ion times its charge squared, plus the concentration of the second ion times its charge squared, plus so on and so forth. Okay, so C is the concentration and Z is the charge. Now I'm going to work an example, but I will have to put the phone down to do that, and so it's going to change a little bit and it might look a little weird, so bear with me. Okay, I'm trying to zoom this in a little bit so you can see the board better, but it's not really working for me, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with what we know. We know that we have 0.02 molar of this compound, all right, and we know that it breaks up into aluminum 3+ and 3 nitrate, which is a 1-. So we're just going to plug that in to our equation. Mu is equal to 1/2. Now C1, I'm just going to, for convention's sake, because it's the first one in the equation, I'm going to assign that to aluminum. Okay, so our aluminum, we have 0.02 molar of aluminum. 0.02 molar. And we're going to multiply that by its charge. Aluminum's charge is 3+. So we're going to do +3 squared. It won't really matter that it's a +3 or a -3 because when you square it cancels the charge anyway. So, and then we're going to add that to the concentration of the nitrate. But because there's 3 moles of a nitrate ion per 1 mole of aluminum nitrate, we're going to have to do it 3 times 0.02, and then we will multiply that by nitrate's charge. Well, nitrate's charge is -1. So -1 squared. And then we're going to get an answer to that one. Okay, so I've got the math done, and I'm going to pull this a little closer so you can see what I have done. Hopefully this shows up right on the video. So I've plugged in my numbers, and when you take 0.02 and you multiply it by 3 squared, which is 9, you're going to get 1.8 times 10 to the -1, or 0.18. It's the same thing. All right, and then you take 3 and you multiply that by 0.02, and then -1 squared is 1, so you don't have to really mess with that much. That's going to give you 6.0 times 10 to the -2, or 0.06. It is the same thing. Add those two together and you get 0.24. Well, we still have to take care of our half, right? Because we took care of everything in our parentheses. So now we're moving on to multiplication and division. So we're going to either multiply this by half or divide it by 2. It's the same thing. And that's going to give us mu is equal to 0.12. And that is our ionic strength of aluminum 3 nitrate. Let me know if you have questions. You can send me an email. You can send me a text. I hope it helps.